Assalamu alaikum students, I'm your science teacher again over here with a new chapter today, that is living things and their environment. And I hope that most of you know about this topic already. So inshallah today we will complete our introductory session of this new topic, that is living things and environment. So what what
Excuse
will
me, ma'am. Excuse me.
So all those things that are around an organism and which affects its way of life is called environment. Over here, you can see a fish environment. So you can see, students, that number of fishes are present, and obviously in water, they are surrounded by these um, different types of rocks, and along with these rocks there may be many plants. Okay, so that is the environment of the fish. Similarly, for humans, when we are living someplace, the things around us, like we depend on plants for our food, we depend on animals for not only for our food, they may help us in different ways. So that are the living parts of a human environment. Then the non-living things like rain, sunshine, soil, temperature, that is also affecting our lives. So that collectively the living and non-living components of life makes the environment of an organism. Yes. So living things depend on each other as well as non-living things for their food. As I told you earlier, we have to depend on plants for our food. We have to depend on animals for our food. Then we uh, depend for energy, because when we take food from plants and animals we get energy. Then they help to support us, and obviously sometimes the animals get shelter under the trees or and all that, and we also take shelter in the houses, and all the materials for that houses are being obtained from our surrounding. Okay, students. And then is there the number and types of animals and plants, means what type of animals and what type of plants will be there in any particular environment. That depends upon amount of rainfall, that how much rain is there in that particular area or environment. What is the amount of sunshine? As you know that we are living in Oman, and most of the time there is sunny months and sunshine, more sunshine is there. That's why it affects our environment and the lifestyles and the temperature of that place. Okay, students. So definitely the sunshine also affects the temperature of a place. Okay, so these are the examples of non-living things. Water means indirectly it shows about rain. What type of soil is there? Is there a humid air or a dry air in that environment? What type of minerals are found in that area? And what is the this amount of sunlight over there? Okay, so the shape of land or landscape also affects living things. Yes, other than um, rain, temperature, sunlight, and all these factors, the shape of land or landscape is also very important. Either it is a plain area or a mountainous area, or it is in the sea. The animals and plants are always found depending on the shape of the land or landscape. Isn't it, students? As you can see, these sunflower, these type of birds and green plants, obviously you will always find them in the plain areas. Okay, but if you will say about the sea environment, in the sea you can't see or you can't find these type of flowering plants, you can't find these type of birds over there. Okay, as I have just shared the fish environment with you, over there you can't find these type of plants and animals. And if you talk about the mountainous areas or the polar regions, means the areas which are having much cold weather over there, you find such type of animals over there. Okay, so this is a very important point, that what type of animals and plants will be found in a particular area, that depends upon the shape of the land or the landscape. Means what type of land is this? Either it's a plain area, either it's a mountainous area, either it is a aquatic environment or under the sea. Okay, I hope everyone is clear till now. So the last but not the least is our new term of biosphere. What is this term? Biosphere. Bio means life. Okay, and the sphere is the surrounding. So let's define this biosphere. The part of the earth where living things are found is called the biosphere. So if you look around this picture of the globe of the world, you can see that the blue area is actually showing you the aquatic or the water part, and this green and the brown part shows you the land part. So over here even you can see, students, that in the sea definitely only aquatic animals and plants can live, but on the land you can see, students, we have all the organisms present over here. You can see humans are living there, different type of animals are found there, either they are wild animals or whatever. You always find big trees on that part of the earth. You are looking that people are working on that part. So all that biosphere contains all the important substances, means not only living, how they are living, how they are spending their lifestyles, which living things need. Like this over here you can see that this person is doing work, means he has to live in this surrounding, and to do something he has to do work. Okay, to get something he has to do work, and whatever he is doing on that part of the earth is called as the biosphere. Okay, so this is the very first page of our book, that is page number 31, which we have discussed today. This was your today's introductory lesson, and I hope that everyone is clear about it. If any one of you find any difficulty, you can ask me. Okay, students?